and we're going to talk about why more players are playing Throne and Liberty instead of Black Desert. Let's see.
I have never really done a video like this, but recently I've been getting these questions that I'm gonna go over a lot. So I figured I might as well answer them like this instead.
This is one of the EU GMs, I think. This is one of the EU Siege players, at least, that is going to go play Throne and Liberty now because Jae-hee Kim has defeated us.
Of having to answer them one by one all the time. But before going into that, let me introduce myself. People that know me.
Reason one why people are choosing TL over BDO, it's a new MMO. See, Trep gets it. Trep, we're still friends. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We can have fights. Trep's still a homie. I love this scene.
Me call me Fufu, and I am a very lazy editor that really enjoys making montages. However, I am also a guild lead and a shot caller for so long that I am in desperate need of therapy. That being said,
okay, so he's the shot caller and guild lead for Orca. Good.
I have been through the highest peaks of BDO, but also the lowest lows. So I do have a...
By the way, we're playing Throne and Liberty in 2 hours. I have to literally create a character, get it to max level, max out the master. You guys have to explain to me how to play the game. I have an hour and a half to figure out how to play the game before I go into Siege against the best players from the Korean server in a global content creator Siege. I think I'm the only BDO creator that's actually in it. I'm fairly certain I'm the only BDO creator that's actually in it. So like, y'all need to tell me how to play the game. Korean server's already dead, won't be too hard. Yeah, fortunately, Korean players are terrible at the game. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to walk through it with me quickly, like fast, all right? It took me 7 years and I'm still terrible at Black Desert. But Throne and Liberty has a way worse combat system, so it's gonna be way easier to figure out. So hopefully this time, it's gonna take less than 7 years, okay? We have an hour and 45 minutes. This is the best I can do.
About whatever they did to Black Desert over the last...
They said on the 26th, this is a special... I have like a special version of the game that they had me download. And we're playing on global servers.
Review the video and you.
But like, yeah, like I got invited to it. The CM team, or what essentially is the CM team for ACS, is talking to me right now. They got me in. I'm with Ethereum today, which is Canon's like alliance side of it. I didn't get to choose, but like, yeah, I'm really happy that Canon helped me get in on it. And I'll be playing with Ethereum today and fighting for the Black Desert community. We will of course take the win because we're the best PvPers in the MMO genre, and no one can say anything about that because everyone else is garbage at PvP.
Couple of years. But that's enough about myself, so let's just jump into it. To answer the question why I prefer Throne and Liberty over Black Desert, I first have to go over how I even got into Black Desert to begin with, or why. And don't worry, I will not tell you my life story now, and instead just show you this on the screen. This right here is why I started playing Black Desert. Not because I saw someone grinding.
Yeah, it's because it's some drama video that we just saw it. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is like the console drama video that we just saw. Bro, this is what gets people excited to play the game. Yeah, the Lakari videos. Yes, sir. I'm going to do Game of Guilds for Throne and Liberty. We're bringing it back, guys. I'm doing Game of Guilds. I'm setting up a studio so that I can cover drama more quickly. Okay? Like...
circuits all day, or light skinning in some random corner of the map. I got into the game because I saw videos of guilds just going at each other, and you seemingly never ran out of PvP. And seeing all that kind of just like had me going, right? And I just jumped into the game, and after a while, I got exactly what I wanted.
Look at me,
Is that
I am blue. I need help in TNL, but I need chat to help me out. So instead of
Shut up.
Days of just like sitting there with your homies and PvPing for hours on end. Drama around basically every corner, and full as propaganda meme wars with other guilds. The game back then was just so good if you were a PvP enjoyer like myself. And I cannot forget to mention that the original Node Wars and Sieges were so much better. And guess what? All of that? Gone. But I will not sit here and go over all the details because I would sit here for hours ranting my ass off as my voice gets increasingly louder and more German. Ooh, so I'm going to calm down
Louder and more German. That's fair.
really quick and just
Whoa. What is this? What is going on here? When the was this what is this? Is this the rankings? Or is this please tell me this is some event where Cho, Corrupt, and Barcode fought Orca, Unpredictable, and Flex in some arena of Arsha. Please do not tell me that this is the top guilds. It was an event. Okay, good. Because this was never our top 3.
say it how it is, right? Black Desert has lost its core identity by nuking down PvP to essentially a pile of rubbish, by reducing player-to-player interactions, and by just straight up voiding all the efforts you put into your gear over the years. And all of that made people quit, made guilds disband, and now it's at a point where, in my opinion, it's irreversible damage. And I'm gonna keep it real here, right? Because now we're getting into the good stuff. I had more fun in the couple days I have played the open beta test of Throne and Liberty on arguably the worst patch they could have done for it than the last year I've played BDO. And it was...
Do you know why you had more fun? It's because it's a new MMO and it's not Black Desert. I played Guild Wars 2 the other day and I was like, damn, these graphics are good. Okay, like that's where we're at.
It's crazy to me because I was the biggest Throne and Liberty hater in our guild. Like whenever somebody brought up Throne and Liberty, I would rip them apart, right? But then I got to play it and it was so refreshing to just play a game that actually just felt like a guild-driven PvP MMO again. So yeah, I prefer Throne and Liberty over the current state of Black Desert by miles.
That was very well said. That was very well spoken. He prefers Throne and Liberty over the current state of Black Desert. Perfectly said. That's the way I'm going to say it moving forward too. Yeah, because Black Desert is supposed to be a better game. It has better graphics in my opinion. It has much better combat, right? But Black Desert ruined itself, right? Like the state of BDO is in shambles. It's and Throne and Liberty, because it's not in shambles, and because it's a new game, because the PvP system seems really fun and a throwback to what we're used to in a PvP MMO. The Throne and Liberty seems way better overall. That brings Throne and Liberty above BDO in many players' eyes. That's just the truth.
It's
you can have more fun in any new MMO. I had fun in Elion. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Throne and Liberty is particularly hyped for 2 reasons. Number 1, Jae-hee Kim drove Black Desert into the ground. Number 2, it directly competes with BDO. It's not every day that you see an MMO come out that is very PvP focused. That's Black Desert's really kind of one of a kind in that it focused really hard on the PvP. That's like why you played BDO. Right? In a lot of players' eyes, right? Even if you weren't starting the game as a PvP player, you were captivated by the open world and you eventually became a PvP player. That was like the progression of events. In Throne and Liberty, you have this throwback to like this old style, okay, well, we're starting this new MMO again. It's got a PvP focus, right? Like New World, for example, did not have a PvP focus. There was PvP in the game, but it wasn't centered around PvP. Lost Ark is exactly the same. Lost Ark is a PvE-centric game that has PvP in it, and sure, the PvP is good, but it didn't center around PvP like a game like Throne and Liberty or Black Desert does, right?
Not even close, and it's all because I really enjoy spending time with my guild, jumping from event to event, joining the insane PvP on world bosses,
I can't wait.
Waiting for nighttime to start, to just go into an open world dungeon, to just PvP for the sake.
Yo, Trep, you should bring the Snake Boys and join my TNL guilds. I have 2. Let's go. Get in here. You guys, I need some gamers to make me look better. Otherwise, we're going to suck.
of it, and much more. The game will also only get more content as it goes on, because
That's gonna be me later, guys. I'm gonna be fighting that golem right there.
Korea had a very promising roadmap. Now I will not get my hopes up because PA traumatized me, but it does look. I will not get my hopes up because PA.
This scene right here, where Jae-hee Kim literally brought out a whiteboard to try to explain the new Node War system, is quite possibly the most egregious I have ever seen from an executive producer in any game I have ever played. This can't even explain it to us. There's no graphics. He has a whiteboard. And we are wondering why it's not working. Young had a cannoneer design your new Node War system. Jade is not PvP. Jade's definition of PvP is shooting a cannon. Okay? Like, get out. It's unbelievable. Like, this is scarring. Like, in a year or two, guys, we're gonna look back on this whiteboard and we're gonna have Vietnam flashbacks. Like, it's gonna be that vivid.
It traumatized me, but it does look very promising. Alright, I hope that answers the question why I, guys, listen to me closely, personally prefer Throne and Liberty over Black Desert. Now to the small ones. The combat. Now I will keep it really short because the combat is a topic that's mostly personal preference. But obviously it's also the topic that Black Desert players bring up the most.
Nah, it's not really a personal preference. It's just worse, right? It's not a question. Like, you can argue that the graphics are like equivalent. I would say that BDO's graphics are still a little better. This is obviously in potato mode, so it's a bad example, but like the combat is not arguable. It's definitely worse than TNL.
And I'm gonna be real, right? You can't compare the two. So the only thing that I can say is, if you played the open beta and you hated the game for the combat, just give it another try. Because the skill specialization patch changed a lot. It added a lot of AoE.
Bro, is this a paid promotion? What the
made the combat feel more fast-paced and satisfying. And it essentially also changed the dynamic how pushes work. But yeah, personally, I don't mind the combat, because first of all, for me it's more about the content of the game instead of the combat or the graphics. And second of all, I played Arcade and Guild Wars 2, and I really enjoyed this kind of combat. Now I do have to say though, after playing Arcade and Guild Wars 2, I still feel like Throne and Liberty is lacking something. However, I can't quite wrap my head around what that might be. But it isn't really a big deal for me. Alright, on to everyone's favorite topic in the West.
We are all just over it. What the is this? Why are there two people? Why are there two bald men kissing each other and the flag is burning? Is this some anti-LGBTQ shit? Am I about to get canceled? What's happening?
To win!
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Jokes aside, that's it. I did make this video because I was bored and had these questions being repeated.
Well said. It's pay to win. Yeah, as if Black Desert players aren't going to be okay with that. Oh no, it's a deal breaker for us. No, not that. Now, I will say for a lot of other players, it's absolutely a deal breaker. For the vast majority of the MMO community, it's going to be a little rough. But apparently the pay to win line, don't quote me on this, but this is what I've heard from multiple sources that are credible. The line for pay to win in the game is extremely steep. So like how much money you have to spend in terms of, like, for the gear that you're getting is like thousands of dollars for like marginal gains, but like we'll see.
On Discord and in comments of the teaser video I put out and all that. So I do hope that this video kind of answers all the questions that people throw at me.
Like BDO. Exactly like BDO. I heard that it's actually harder to pay to win in Throne and Liberty in terms of like raw dollars spent for gear gained. I heard that I hate like this relative shit. I'm just gonna say it. In Black Desert, you can either grind for an hour.
Just resubscribed for 2 months.
Frosty Wicked, welcome back for 2 months, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. In Black Desert, you can either grind for an hour or spend $30. So like at the end game, when your upgrades take thousands of hours of grinding, this is going to take a lot of money, right? Like it is what it is. I'm not sure how Throne and Liberty exactly works. I've heard some people say that Throne and Liberty is more pay to win than Black Desert, meaning that bar is lower. So it would be like, $10 or $20. And some people have said that Throne and Liberty's bar is higher. It's $50, $60. I'm not entirely certain. I won't know until I play it.
And that I don't have to repeat my answers 24/7. And yeah, it was a good way to kill some time.
Definitely not true. Throne of Liberty is objectively less pay to win than BDO is. Yeah, see, like, I heard in $500 you get BIS gear and TNL. Well, if that's true, I'm about to destroy you guys. I heard the opposite, Trep. I heard the exact opposite. Like, I don't know, we'll see. Cannon said 4 to 5K will literally hard cap your TNL account. Okay, well, that's a little rough. That's a little rough. So that means that the bar is way lower. That means that in Black Desert, you can spend $30 or grind 1 hour. And in TNL, you can either spend $5 or grind 1 hour, right? Like, okay, well, this is like significantly worse than this, right? Like if Throne and Liberty is something below $20, it's going to be a little rough. Okay, that's a significant amount of pay to win, and that's a serious problem. That will eventually kill the game very quickly. But we don't know. I don't know, but I will cover it because I'm going to be playing a lot of Throne and Liberty. I will clarify that when I find out.
Before release. Okay, goodbye, guys. Don't like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
Oh, I love the buy. I love that. Okay, I'm going to give this a thumbs up. Here's the video right here, guys. Here's the video right here. Everyone's going to spend $500 and not play the game. I don't know about that.